Hey, so obviously, look, you've been building to this moment for a while, right? Trying to reach it. Now the moment is here. Your opportunity to become champion. What's the feel like just a few days out from this massive fight?
I think the best feel I'm feeling is I deserve that. I deserve because not just because I beat the champion twice, but I deserve because I come for 3 in a row, 2 performances of the night with 2 top 5 opponents. And I think this is one of the best flyweight titles match because he come with one beautiful victory with the Kai Kara France and Davidson Figueiredo. This fight gonna be very excited for fans and everybody, and I'm excited to start to fighting. I'm excited to July 8th. The octagon's closed, and let's go.
You mentioned the 2 victories that you have over him. How relevant are those fights, right? It's been 5 years since the last one, but you know, mentally speaking, knowing that you've beat him, or maybe tactically, you know, you've been in there with him. How relevant are those fights to this one?
Really, this is nothing to me. You know, that's a different opponent for me. And one thing is, I'm excited to see how much me and Moreno involved. You know, everybody talking about how much he involved about his last fight with me, and that's what I want to see. You know, because I'm training America Top Team for 5 years. I never leave of the gym. I'm training a lot. And I'm involved a lot, and I want to see how much I'm involved with one guy I fight before. You know, that's a good interest for me, and maybe that's some more energy for Moreno because he lose to me twice, and maybe he's keeping this in his head. But for me, this is good because I know if I lose for someone twice times, I'm gonna make difference. You know, and this make me very alert with that. And so prepared for that fight.
Nice. And you mentioned your evolution. You've been building here for a while, but your last couple of performances were your most impressive. What clicked or what changed that was the key to these great performances in your last few fights?
Obvious, America Top Team, huge difference. Barrumpa in my corner, Luciano Macarrão, my striker coach. And all the coaches in America Top Team, I like to say that because it's a big gym, big family there. A lot of good training partners. A lot of guys come and leave of the gym and I'm stay training. But I think one point is when I moved to Florida, and sometimes I don't have my family with my side, and I can bring my family close to me. And now I'm the father, and I'm the guy of the proof of the house, what side of my wife and my 2 kids. I think when you live with your family, husband, wife, 2 kids, I think this make me more confidence. This make me more like I'm growing in my head. You know, I think my mind every time is good, but now I'm of the man of the house, and I feel this point I feel like so ready. I feel very confident for that. I think maybe this is the thing I have, and I want to use all in the fight.
Nice. Last thing for me, I mean, like 7 years since The Ultimate Fighter, you've been on this journey. You talk about your family, all those things. I mean, what would it mean for you on Saturday night to be undisputed UFC champion?
I think that word deserve. I deserve fight for the belt, you know, and that's nice fight with Moreno. One guy what I respect a lot. One of the guys learn a lot with when he's lose, and one of the guy in the tough. He's a number 16, you know, this the underdog guy. And when I fight with him in the tough, people think about maybe Pantoja is not good enough, you know. But now everybody can see the first fight of Tough 24, both guys gonna fight for the belt, you know. That's very special for me, for Moreno, I think for all the guys for the Tough. This is a very special moment.
Pantoja, over here, other side. I'm curious, when you look at that fight against Brandon and on The Ultimate Fighter, when you're around him, what's the biggest difference you see in his skill set and his game from then to now?
That's a good question. A lot of people talking about how much Moreno involved, and his striking is much better now. He's have a boxing Mexican style, but I think his mind is the big difference, you know. The mind bringing his to the belt, bringing his to the champion. I think that's point, his mind, that's more evolved. I can see that.
When you watch that fight, what do you see in yourself then compared to now, like skill-wise?
I feel more confidence in the cage, you know, in the octagon. One of my coaches, Luciano Macarrão, he can control all my aggressive. I'm very aggressive fighter. I like to put that in the cage. I like to put my opponent to feel that. But now I can control more that, you know. I can use when I want.
I'm curious what you make of the rest of the flyweight division right now, because Amir Albazi, Brandon Royval, like a lot of Muhammad Mahayev are making a lot of noise below you. So how do you view the rest of the rankings right now?
I like a lot. Very good fighters. Good fighters and make very good shows, you know. When you see Matt Danger fight with Sun, one of the best fighters I saw, you know, you have Kai Kara France, one have very powerful guy, Manel Kapi. I respect Amir, very good fighter, but he just fight with Kai with this only top 10 he's fighting. He's a good fighter, but I think he need to prove more, you know. Like Mohamed Mokaev, very good fight too, but I see, you know, you have Manel Kapi, for me, one of the best guys in the division. Kai Kara France, you have Rival, and very interesting fights, you know. And I'm very happy for all these names in the division. And I look to take the belt and keep my belt, you know. I want to fight all division.
Then last one for me, Saturday is going to be Robbie Lawler's last fight, and then he's going to retire. So I'm curious, do you have a favorite memory of Robbie Lawler, a favorite fight from his career?
No.
Over here. It's right over here. I don't know if you're aware of this, but with Amanda Nunes retiring, there are no Brazilian UFC champions. What does that mean to you to potentially win the belt on Saturday and break that very short streak?
I keep I think I keep this. Like I don't like to say pressure, but for fans it's a big deal. But I think all Brazilian fighters know about my name for a long time. My first fight in MMA is 2007. That's a big journey, and all divisions. I have some heavyweights in ATT, and I have the respect of that guys. And this is for me, it's too much, you know. And for all the fighters, for all Brazilian fighters, he know I'm deserve fight for the belt, and if I take the belt, it's gonna prove for that guys everybody can come to be a champion too.
How frustrating have these last few years been with Moreno fighting Davis and Figueiredo over and over again, and it seemed like things were tied up, and you have these 2 wins over him. Like, was it a very frustrating period for you?
No, I don't look like that. You know, you have you can see for 2 windows on your life, sad or happiness, you know. And I feel happy for Moreno. He's a very good fighter. He's have beautiful family. I respect that. And I'm fighting with this guy 2 times, you know. I'm happy for him. Of course, when I fight with Brandon Rival and say I'm the next fight for the belt, and I need to make my surgery, 6 months off, and I need to say no to fight for the belt. I think everything past that for this moment right now, I feel so relaxed and confident and feel I'm deserve fight for the belt. And then I don't feel pressure for fight now.
And just last one from me, train at a great gym, an American Top Team, a lot of fighters in that gym. Was there anyone you mainly worked with for this camp in preparation for Brandon?
I work for all the gym. My coach know how good I am, and then he's put all guys for training with me. And I talked with one of my friends, Adriano Moraes. I think I lose just maybe 2 rounds in 15 rounds I do it. And I have so special names, Kyoji Riguchi. I learned a lot with this Japanese samurai. He's giving me some good mentality. I work a lot with Jussier Formiga. He's one of my good partners too. And have some names UFC don't know, people don't know, but after my victory, I want to put that guys in evidence, like a Victor Diaz, Paulo Macedo, a lot of names, guys real good and deserve come to the UFC too.
Just over here, Pantoja.
Hello.
You said that Moreno might be keeping those losses in his head. Do you think that will have, the history between you two will have any mental effect on him on Saturday?
Of course, but I think for a good point, you know, I think I talking about his mindset is very different now. I think his champion mindset, he gonna use that in the fight, you know. He don't want to lose again. And I think because I think about that, he's gonna that's some prepared to me too, you know. I know he don't want to lose more for me, but I'm here. I'm a better fighter when I fight him in 2018, and I think that's a good thing to that fight, you know, to make this fight more aggressive, more interesting for all the fans.
And like you said, he doesn't want to lose to you again, so he's going to be extra motivated to get back those losses on Saturday. What kind of performance are you going to be expecting from him?
I'm expecting the best Moreno. I'm training for... Moreno have a lot of fans, and all these fans come to my Instagram and say, he's a different fighter, he's a prime Moreno, and I'm fighting for that. I'm fighting to fight with the best guys. I think that's the big opportunity to me, you know, fight with the best guys. I'm here for that, you know, fight with the best, and I really want to fight with the prime Moreno, with his best skills, with his mindset different. I want that fight. I really want that fight. I really want to go to the July 8th and see him in the cross of the octagon and make it the best fight ever for all the fans.
And you said how much a win would mean to you. How do you see yourself getting the job done on Saturday?
I can see a lot of aggressive in that octagon, a lot of motivation for me and for him, you know. I want that belt. He want to keep the belt. 5 rounds, you know. That's going to be a big show for all the fans. And I can say that's going to be the fight of the night.
And lastly from me, just a prediction on the main event between Alexander Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, Alex has same name, you know, so maybe it's the night for Alex.
Thank you.
Alexander, ¿podemos hablar un poquito de portuñol, por favor?
Claro.
Gracias. ¿Cuán complicado o cuán fácil es pelear con alguien al que le has ganado 2 veces, pero a la misma vez ese alguien es el campeón y tiene algo que tú quieres? ¿Cuán complicado o cuán fácil es estar en tu posición ahora mismo?
Me sinto muito motivado para essa peleia. Gosto muito de Moreno, é um bom peleador, peleia como eu gosto, não é um peleador que procura agarrar o adversário, ele peleia para frente. Gosto muito de o estilo de luta, pero venho de muito longe para esta luta. Trabalhei muito para chegar aqui e tenho certeza que vou sair com a vitória.
Él ha mejorado mucho, tú dijiste que él ha mejorado mucho. ¿Tú sientes que él puede ser superior a ti en algo, en grappling, wrestling, striking? ¿Tú ves algo que tú digas, bueno, es verdad que él es tan bueno en esto, o tú te sientes superior a él básicamente en todas las esferas de MMA?
Talvez em montar Lego, fora isso não vejo.
¿Mentalmente estás listo para ganar? ¿Es tu momento? ¿Es tu consagración el sábado?
Estou muito pronto, muito listo.
Muito obrigado.
Gracias. Thank you.
Quick question for you. You've beaten Brandon twice already. In this upcoming fight, the odds makers still have you as an underdog. I'm kind of just curious, like, how does that make you feel? You've beaten a guy, you've proven it twice. The odds makers still bet against you.
I don't know. This is a good question. Maybe it's that good for you make some money with me, but he's a champion, you know. I don't know. really, this is nothing to me. I just come to prove to everybody, especially to Moreno, when I fight with him, he don't can beat me. That's it. Thank you, guys.